Yo, what's up guys? My name is AK13 and today I'm gonna explain you how 808 Mafia samples, specifically Southside and TM8A, how they sample. So yeah, let's get started. I chose this sample, the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. There's like a section where the main hero, I forgot how his name is, what's his name is, but he plays this like guitar, sitar kind of instrument, and it sounds like this. At first it's a bit muddy, but we'll EQ it later on. And what I like about the sample is that it has a very unusual feeling to it. It's very spacey, and also you can hear how it pitches down at the end with some delay on it. So yeah, it sounds really cool. But first we have to find the tempo, or chop it up and put it in tempo. So yeah. Alright, so I found the tempo, or at least I chopped it up and placed it in tempo. Because we're going for the 808 Mafia type of vibe, we're aiming for the 160 BPM. Let me just add some effects to it. Alright, so I added a bit of EQ to cut off the low ends, so there's no background noise. And I added a bit of reverb. Southside and Team 88 and practically nearly the whole 808 Mafia, they love this plugin called Effectrix. It's no secret that they use it, and yeah, they use it on their hi-hats, they use it on their melodies, they use it on their snares, they use it on anything basically. They perfected this this plugin called Effectrix. I personally love it. You can get very creative with it, but we're gonna use this preset from the Factory 1.3. It's called Backwards Vocals, and it kind of reverses the sample, but not fully, but you'll get what I mean. So this is how it sounds without the Effectrix. And this is how it sounds with Effectrix. It's basically unnoticeable, and this actually is very good for producers in Europe. There has been a law passed down like 1 year ago. Basically, if you sample something and it's unnoticeable, they cannot sue you, and basically you don't have to pay any royalties. But it's different in America. If they find out that you have used the sample, even though it's not unnoticeable, if it's unnoticeable, they'll still want the royalties basically. But yeah, anyways, let's pitch it down. Pitching down the samples to get a more dark vibe. Alright, it has this like very sidechain feeling to it, and it's already dark. Let's move on to the drums. Alright, we're gonna use the Luger slap clap and the Luger snare. Plays down, make sure it's in tempo. Yep, and now moving to the key feature of 808 Mafia. You've noticed from their tracks they have this like crazy hi-hat patterns, low-pitched hi-hats, high-pitched whatever. Right now it sounds very dirty, you know, there's like a clipping at the end, what you do is just use this function. Yep. And EQ it, you know. It's very important to EQ every drum, so it gives a more cleaner sound. I might have the tutorial for this later on, but yeah, anyways. Yep, it's good. We're gonna use the rack kick. 808 Mafia always uses. And we're gonna use the spins. As I mentioned before, I don't use the ordinary spins because I feel it's just overused. I use this kind of spins. With max spins, max 808 from the Willowbrook Snakeblood drum kit. If you want it, DM me. I'm gonna give it to you free. Or you can find it on Reddit. I found it on Reddit. So yeah, I think the first thing we're gonna start is with the hi-hats. Firstly, place them in 2 steps. Loop this section. We're gonna go here. Alright, it's always important with your hi-hats to play with the velocities so they won't sound boring and like they give a snare and the clap more impact once they hit. Yep, this is already sounds like an 808 vibe. It's very important to play with these steps. Often 808 Mafia uses the 1/3 step and the 1/4 and the half step. Yeah. Alright, perfect. So now we have the hi-hat pattern. Alright. Let's start with the kick. I like to boost velocity on my kick. It has very harder impact. Basically, just punches through your mix and gives a great sound. Alright, we have the kick pattern. That's great. And now with samples, because you know we don't have no notes, whatever, we don't know notes, and it's gonna be a hard time for us to put out the 808s unless you're a musician and you already can hear the notes. You can already identify them. What I like to use is the Edison feature. Go to the masters channel, open up the Edison. Here, put it on play. Record it and delete this. And go over here and press detect pitch regions. This is somewhat accurate, 80% accurate, and it helps me when I sample to put my 808s in key, so you know, so everything sounds great. And yeah, it's just like a real life cheat code. So yeah, let me just drag it over here. We can see there's F sharp and there is D sharp and there's G sharp. Alright, this gives us lots of notes to play. Alright, first enable this. Put your 808s in higher octave because you can hear clearly whether it's in key or not. So yeah, so the F sharp. Let me just place it over like this. G sharp. Hold on, first of all, let me copy the kicks into the 808s. Put down the velocity because I don't want it to sound muddy. Yep. Put it down an octave. Hold on, it's looping a bit. Good. Let's see what else we can add over here. Maybe add an open hi-hat. Again, it sounds very muddy. Actually, we're gonna mute it over here. You can easily cut your slides by having by removing the velocity completely over here. Gives a little bit of a, how to say, a space, so there's gonna be a much more impact from the kick. Alright, it sounds good. Let's just arrange it, split by channel. Alright. Here, 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 here. Yep, this pretty much is a tutorial. This is how 808 Mafia samples, how they sample, how they make strange but yeah interesting melodies from the sample, or just in general. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Leave a like, follow my social media, the links are going to be down below, and if you're new, please subscribe for new content. Sure you find it helpful, and if you do, comment down below. So yeah, peace.